Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing awesome. I hope everyone's doing awesome. Let me turn on this nonsense here. 1 second. Hope everyone's doing fantastic. Let me know if you can hear me, guys. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Now let me know if you can hear my voice, guys. Let me know. I think you can. I think I'm loud and clear. But I'll wait to hear some feedback from the chat here. Hey everyone, we're going to go live right now. I got to get my computer set. And one of the things that I've been suffering here, guys, is I got a bad soundboard in one of my computers. And I want to make sure. Oh, good, fantastic, Tasha. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the new segment I'm going to be having, guys. I'm just starting out somewhere. I wanted to have a show that, or a daily, a few times a week, that was a little bit lighter than a lot of the shows, talking about the same thing. So I figured we'd start somewhere. First 10 minutes, we'll do some introductions here. Let's see what we got in the chat. We got Chris Everett. Thank you so much for coming in, Chris. We got Chillin' Indiana Carl. Thank you so much. Great guy, guys. If you're not following Chillin' Indiana, you need to. It's a good guy. Adrian. Thank you so much for being here, Adrian. The Metal Guy, 1983. Steven, hope you're doing well. We're trying some new stuff here, guys. I'm going to be doing... I'm starting off on Monday and Fridays with the show. It's going to be based on just discussing simple things, right? It's kind of like a Seinfeld approach. Thanks for stopping in, that Metal Guy. Appreciate it. Hope you stay with us. Mike's Fishing Home. Fantastic. Yeah, I do need some icons. You know, I'm really losing a lot of interest in YouTube. I'll tell you the truth. It's taken a lot of time, and I'm trying to figure programs that work between time and effectiveness. So hope you guys hang with me on this. Dink over Stink. Thank you. Pleasure to have you in here. It really is. Dink over Stink's one of the best names in the catfishing. That's for sure. We have Tosh Art and Adventure, who has the truck stop show. He does that in the mornings and the afternoons. Fantastic. Thanks for being here. Possum Outdoors, probably one of the most original people I've heard on YouTube when he's talking, because one of the things you can understand him clearly. I was trying to explain what makes his presence so unique, and it's his voice and his inflection. Possum Outdoors, thanks for being here, buddy. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Fishing for Whiskers, thank you for being here. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. We got Richard Jarvis. We're just starting a new program today, guys. This is off the seat of my pants, really. I got done this morning, and I need to get my computer fixed, and I was going to do it at 2:30, but my computer guy called, and he's got this state-of-the-art, rocket launch thing ready for me, and I got to take it in, so I wanted to start a little bit early today. I hope you understand. I hope you can hear a little bit of music in the background, if you can let me know. Fantastic. Richard, welcome. Thank you for coming in from the UK. It means a lot that you're here. We're going to be doing some stupid stuff, guys. This show is kind of stupid stuff to talk about, all right? I don't want to get serious on the show. I want a bunch of friends to get together. I want to talk about ridiculous stuff. I want to have stupid conversations about silly things. I want the language to be appropriate. And, the only thing I want is my friends around, right? Because we always have great banter. So I put together some of the craziest stuff that I find, and some of my favorite things to start off this show. And it's get inspired through pictures, quotes, and comments. Because all of us are funny as hell when you have this kind of stuff, guys. Richard, thanks for being here. Zombie Prepper, a member, as well as Richard. You two guys, I appreciate you. Mike's Fishing Home is also a member. Chillin, Indiana is also a member. Thank you so much. Our membership starts at $1, guys. And the reason I offer a $1 membership is that's about my value right now in my own mind. So I want to thank all my members for jumping in. Zombie Prepper, thanks for being here today. Today's a new segment. You've never seen it before. And I was sitting on my office chair thinking, when do I start all this stuff? And I just said, the hell with that, we'll start today. So thanks for coming in, and I want to thank you for being here, Zombie. Arsenic Element, thank you for being here. Welcome, hope you stay, I know you are one busy dude, and you know what, family takes priority right just a second. Thanks for being here, Arsenic Element. Arsenic Element's a heat head, guys, pot with peppers and stuff. And by the way, I'm going to start off this show as a dedication to Bruce Cook. I got some peppers here, and what we have, let me see if I have, oh yeah, I got the list, see the list, there, right there, of peppers. Bruce Cook gave me some peppers, and this is pepper number 2. And pepper number 2 is a back porch chocolate bootleg. So I want to show you what whoops, let me get this in the camera. This is the chocolate bootleg, guys. The last one he had was the best one I've ever had. These don't ring my bell too bad. They normally get me up to a 1. My tongue doesn't hardly feel them. This one could get me up to a 10. You just never know. Look at that bad boy, huh? Look at that thing. So we're going to eat that. So we're starting off with the pepper. Arsenic chocolate bootleg, Bruce Cook. Hot coffee. Here's my hot coffee. Oh, you can't see it. It's right there. Zero heat so far. We'll keep on going. Going up to a 1. Hunting stuff with J&J. Hello. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the chat. We're starting a new show. Kind of a show today, guys. It's not really a show, it's a segment. It's a test program for me. I want to try something that is a little bit off the cuff. So we're going to do some pictures, some quotes, and get some feedback from you all. Hunting and stuff with J&J. I'm up to a 1. Steve from Wyoming, welcome. Steve from Wyoming, welcome. Thanks for being here. Steve's everywhere. I love his presence. It's great. It's great to have him here. I'm still at a 1. Although I will say, I'm feeling it around my tongue. There's hardly any heat at all. I know I'm getting heat. I just can't. I don't sense it. Poss, the Art and Adventure. Art and Adventure. Bud Files. Thank you for being here. Bud Files did a shout out for me last week, and I want to thank them for that. It was really sweet of the missus to do that. You know, if you're gonna do a shout out, guys, for someone, I do appreciate it a lot. The Bud Files is the most supportive account out there, I think, as far as that goes, and they're everywhere. And I want to thank you for being here. Let me see who else is here. It might be time to start off. Let me see. Yeah, welcome all beautiful people. It's awesome to have you here. We're already at about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes in, and haven't read a single thing yet, which is typical. It's way chat to be long. By the way, Mike's Fishing is one of those shows that, you know, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. He gets a lot of fun. It gets crazy on there sometimes. I want to thank him for being here. Mike is one of my sponsors, my upper level sponsors. And for that, Mike, but mostly just for me. I just want to thank you personally. Smee is from a guy that I'm bumping in from the UK trail walks with Chaz73 as well as Secret Blackburn, two people that I've grown very fond of, as well as the walking groups. You'll see them wandering here eventually. They always do. They always do. Hey, Bruce, just got done eating one of your peppers, you crazy dude. Just did your back porch chocolate bootleg. And it's a one. It's a one. But I want to tell you, something's off here because, guys, when I do peppers, usually I feel a very little burn. This one I feel the burn. It is just not present in a pain level. It's below one. And I don't know what that means. It's really a little bit terrifying to me. So I'm sensing it's a one. Maybe almost a two, but I don't feel it. Let's see here. Bruce, I left you a message on Instagram, by the way. I started to hear guys swell the pepper seed again. So, Bruce, I left you a message on Instagram. I lost that yellow orange pepper. It exploded. Judy May, guys, and I skipped you, Aaron. I'll get back up to you. Judy May is back out of the hospital. Judy, welcome in. Thank you for being here. This is the new show. We're going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff, guys. Mostly, we're going to be talking about quotes, comments, and pictures, goofy stuff. Nothing serious. I don't want to talk about serious. Aaron, welcome in here. I hope you're doing great. Today's show is a little bit lighter. I want to inspire thought, guys. I want to give everyone a chance to discuss simple things. I am one, the older I get, that uses very few words or less words, right? Deej, welcome. Deej, by the way, if you don't know Deej, guys, Deej is a tour de force in the metal detecting history area. She is, are you back from the UK? I think you were going to UK. I'm sensing you may be back from UK. Thanks for being here, Deej. This is a new show. I just started it right now, and I got to take my computer and get a new one. I'm buying state-of-the-art thing. My tech guy is, I just had it checked out. It's a knockout. It's the highest you can get without going into stupid speed. Computer, 33 gigs, some ungodly processing speed. Thank you. Air Run, thank you for being here. The Air Run is one of the crazy guys that always keeps you hopping. He's on Mike's Fishing Home all the time, and I enjoy his company. I can't believe Deej, thanks for coming in. Really means a lot. And Bruce Cook. Bruce Cook is the one that gave me these peppers, and I'll be doing a pepper, I think, every day this week. I have to because I want to use them. He had a pepper that he thought was much hotter than the other one. Two different plants, guys. So there's a lot of debates going on. I don't think a lot of people know a lot about peppers. They just know a lot about what they know for themselves. And Bruce is one of these guys that sends a pepper, a chocolate bootleg, which is one of the peppers I had. It looks like this. Yeah, it looks like this. And I just ate one, right? I just ate one. So it looks like this. That's a chocolate bootleg. Well, he gave me one, and and he gave me another one, and he gave me another one, and I wasn't getting the heat that he thought I should. So he had another one from, in this pepper, just like that. He had another pepper from another plant, and he said, wait a minute, this one's so much hotter than the last one I had. So he said, I gotta send it to you. But I had one out of this bag too. So I had, I just ate one out of the front porch, I ate another one out of the front porch, and then I ate one out of the back porch, which I just ate, which is supposed to be tamer. And I think they're equal, honestly, Bruce. If you get any more out of that front one, I'd be interested to try it again. It's just, I think they just don't do a lot to me. But thank you. I've got a whole bunch of peppers here. I've got a whole bag. Look at these guys. Look at these. Whoops. Look at these red guys. They're terrifying. Can you see them? Can you see them? Yeah, they're terrifying. Look at those guys. So I got to try those, and thank you, Bruce. I appreciate it. I think I could probably eat 5 bootlers at once. Probably could eat 5 bootlers. Bruce, if you could muster up 5, I would try that. And you guys would get the joy of watching me see if I can do it. I did 5 pre-Metalis at once, guys. I just forgot to turn on the camera. And because I forgot to turn on the camera, I turned it on afterwards. And I think for the first time in my life, I was at a 12, instantly at a 12. And I've never been above a 6, I don't think, maybe a 7. It was never panic. I convinced myself I wasn't burning, blistering my mouth. So I just kept on eating ice. And it worked. It worked. Yeah, arsenic, this one gave me teary eyes. No hiccups ever. There's just not a big tick up of pain. But I want to thank Bruce Cook for, this is this dude right here, just for being an awesome dude. And Arsenic Element's an awesome guy, man. He doesn't get involved in any nonsense. But Bruce, for sending me the peppers, for being my friend, and then for sending me the peppers. I take friendship very seriously, guys. I just think I don't offer friendship. Here's another friend on here. I'm going to be doing some stuff with him. I've just got to figure out how the legal wording does it on here, because I'm not going to be taking any commissions from him, guys. I just want to promote some stuff for this great guy. Let's see who we got here. I'm going to get to the bottom. Richard, Judy, Smee. Oh yeah, hey Smee. This pepper right here, the chocolate bootlash should pretty much level, give you a 3, right? Should burn you. This doesn't do that. And it's a very specific pepper. I get up, I don't get up very high with individual peppers. You could give me, I would like to try Pepper X because I'm not scared of a pepper yet, right? I mean, I think one of the things that I think is really kind of interesting, right, is you can have a pepper and you're not terrified. I'm not terrified of anything. Even Pepper X, if I had it, I think it would really stretch me. And that's where you want to go. So what I do is I take multiples of the pepper at the same time, and I drink hot coffee. You can't see my mug here because it's wet. Yeah, Beach, for all the feckless people out there that think they know about peppers, and there's a lot of them that claim they know something about it. I just don't think we do. I'm looking for a place to help me understand why I can do this stuff. I don't know. It doesn't mean anything to me. It's fun. And people like seeing it, so I do it. But yes, thank you very much. That's very sweet. Chocolate Butlah, B-H-U-T-L-A-H, B-H-U-T-L-A-H, chocolate Butlah. I think it's about, Bruce, can you type in Scoville heat units? I thought it was somewhere like 1 million something. But the Bruce sent me some pre-Metalis, which are 2.2 million, and I ate 5 of those. So it's not an additive thing, I don't think, Smee, but chocolate Butlah. It's a good pepper. Good pepper. Yeah, I think that's right. So I had those, and I don't think I felt a big difference in them. Although I will say, Mike, something's off today, dude. And I abandoned and forgotten Wales, dude. Thanks for being in here, Bruce. Something was off today because I knew the pain was there. I couldn't taste it. I couldn't sense it. You know what I mean? It's the first time it's ever happened to me that way. I've known a pain scale of a 1 with a chocolate Butlah, maybe a 2, right? This one was a 0 maybe a 1, but only through knowing what that would feel like, and it could have been a 2, but I didn't feel any heat. It's terrifying, actually. JJ Breaks, welcome. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for leaving a like. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Oh, good. Good, Bruce. Good. I just sad that one pepper died. We're going to be doing peppers. I've got 3 peppers. I might do multiple peppers on one day, guys. And Bruce was kind enough to send them. Last week was a nightmare, speed-wise. Everyone is going very fast. There's a lot of issues going on with families and health and stuff last week, guys. I hope and pray that everyone is doing well. Abandoned and Forgotten Whales. Would one of my moderators go to his last video and dump it into the feed here? I want you to see this. This guy is an absolute explorer. He just went down in the most dangerous mine he ever has been down into. And I want to tell you, I think I'm going to try to get him on this show to walk through this, but you need to go watch this. If you ever have an exploring bone in your body, and this guy does it alone. Much respect for you, big guy. Alvin Lewis, welcome. I want to thank you for being here. Mr. Duggar, M.R. Duggar. By the way, you know, on this computer right here, I bought sounds specific for you, for alien sounds, and I can't use them. It doesn't play. So the reason I'm starting my program 2 hours early today is so I can take this thing in and get my new computer. This guy that picked it out builds high-end gaming computers, and I told him I wanted a professional computer for streaming and burning 4K. I don't want my computer melting, my processor melting. I don't want any of that. I want to burn 4K videos if I need to. And this thing will handle it. I had an expert check it out last night, and he said, no, the stats, you got the best processor money can buy under a certain dollar amount. So, Duggar, I wish I could play that for you. It's and I will one day. I'm looking forward to it. Duggar is always popping in here, and he's a great chap. I want to tell you, the dude is fun. He's fun, and I love fun people. He's just here to have fun. Thank you for being here, buddy. Let me see if I can make it down here. Let's see, Duggar. Oh, it's art by Donna. It's art by Donna. One of my mods, can you go to HEMA Art, HEEMA Art, HEMA Art? There is a link to a collaborative effort. It's art by Donna M. They're having a collaborative between, I think, 10 or 11 artists. And it's the same thing as you go every 15 minutes, you go to another artist. And I want to make everyone aware of this because these ladies are, and guys, there's one guy. I told all the ladies are beautiful except if you're a guy. Then I can't even say that. But the point is, coming up is their collaborative art. It goes one after the other. And I want to make sure if someone could go to HEMA Art, HEEMA Art, and dump their link in here. I would like everyone to take a look at that, please. And I will put it down below, Donna. How does that sound? I'll put it down below. Thank you so much for coming here. And I'm going to do this show on Friday again, so we'll do that. I still haven't gotten to one of my quotes yet. Oh, good. Beach. I hope you had a fabulous time. You know, by the way, Europe, guys, if you haven't been to Europe, if you haven't been to Rome or England, France, it's just mind-blowing to see what we don't have here in the States. In this history, we just don't have it. Again, here's a lunatic. I'm sorry, I hit the wrong guy. Abdurrahman. Abdelwahid. Thank you for coming again. You know, someone, would you put in, I want to see if I can give them a wrench. I can't on this thing because they're in chat. Could someone go to his feed, please, and put his link in. For two reasons. I looked for it the other week and I couldn't find it. I was in the wrong chat or something. A very big supporter. Thank you for being here. I want to thank you for being here. I'm trying to get this picture to look better. I feel like I'm talking. I feel like I'm a midget or something. I'm a midget. I'll just say, or a head. I'm just a talking head. Emily, blessings. Thank you for being here. Yeah. You see, J&J Breaks, thanks again. This is the lunatic right here. This is the lunatic, guys. Lunatic. Everyone in his chat was telling him what a madman, a maniac, a lunatic, a crazy ass bastard this guy was. And for whatever it is, it is only with respect you can say those things. Only with respect. It is. I told him he's an explorer. He's an explorer. What he's doing is life. Your life could go away. And when you hear about the false fours that were here this past week, it's false fours. I'm sorry, I'm adjusting my camera here, guys. I'm sorry. When I get all this, I'm going to actually buy technology to keep me in center. When you are in this category with, like this guy, the four could give out and you could drop 50 feet. 50 feet. You could go into a puddle and fall 50 feet down a shaft. It's your life could go away. Instant. And you never be able to recover. If you would, guys, if you have over 500 followers, now I don't know what it is. Maybe if you have a Twinkie and a cup of coffee, maybe you can get your community tab now. Unbelievable. Anyway, if you would share this out, that would be fantastic. I'd really appreciate it. And if you would also hit the thumbs up. If you'd leave a comment afterwards, like this was the most worthless show, that's kind of where I'm going with this. I want it to be fun, and I want it to be kind of off the cuff. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Peach. You're awesome. You're awesome. I wish I could make your show more. I'm running out of time. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. Maybe I should talk about it. The Bullock Experience. Thank you for being here. I want to thank you, Senge. I met this woman. She's in Africa, and I met her. One of my first people. I will stay with her till I die. Stay with her till I die. Don't understand the words she said. And I will stay with her till the day I die because we have both been with each other forever. And that is a year now. And on YouTube terms, that's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. Senge, thank you for being here. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you, MR Duggar. Thank you for putting it up there. Thank you for putting it up there. And Mods, thank you very much. Emily, thank you for putting up Possum Outdoors. This is a very special gentleman right here. We have Southern Sown and Grown, but we have 351 Cleveland has been with me forever and does the best they possibly can to be in here. This show, guys, is about inspiration. It's about thinking differently about the things that you think you hear every day. And it's supposed to be off the cuff and really not that serious. But I want to do this because we've got the best people in the world. I mean, I laugh with half the people on all the time. We just sit there and make fun of each other. Well, I figure, if we can make fun of each other, we can make fun of worse or more idiotic stuff. And I figured we'd start here. 351, I appreciate everything you do for me. Thank you. Big Suggs Lawn Care. You know, I've been following this guy. His videos are nice and short. And he has a great point. Thanks for being here. Emily, blessings. Thank you so much. Emily has great short videos. She just made me a video, by the way, the other day. I loved it. It was Phil Collins, Another Day in Paradise, one of my favorite songs. I work out for Phil Collins, Another Day in Paradise. Emily, a great friend of so many communities. If I was to list them, I think I'd run out of life. Emily, thank you for being here. Now, we're going to try to get to the end so we can begin here. Okay, good. We're here. Let me see if we're here. I say we're here, but I don't know. How many people we got? I don't even know. Jeez. You know, one of these days I'm going to learn how to operate this thing. All right. So here we go. I wanted to do a program about quotes, pictures, and comments right? With all the participants coming in and giving thoughts about them. Because, the one thing I don't like is a person that needs to talk to feel important. I think you should be able to say something that is important. That means you don't have to talk that much, right? And when you're young, you start off trying to prove yourself, and I think it's important. But when we're older, one of the things that I think, and I say women never get above 29, but guys, anyway, one of the things I wanted to do is do a program that's a little bit lighter side. So we're going to go ahead. I wanted to introduce the past week's programs, by the way. If you would share me out, hit the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Thumbs up and share me out. That'd be awesome. Last week we did a interview with Juice from Can You Dig It Metal Detector. Got 500 views in a matter of 24 hours. This guy is going places. He's a great force of life force. Did that last week. Make sure if you didn't catch that out, we did the shout outs also for last week. We did shout outs and we did the Juice intro. And then here we also did a program on Saturday. And you all know it starts at 12:30. It normally starts at 1:30. Like computer has smoke coming out of it. And I'm an old man. I'm 60 years old, and I'm just trying to figure this crud out. So what happens? I'm starting, right? And the whole thing is just melting down in front of me. And I get on, hey, William, welcome, Memphis Freestyle, welcome. Hey, Weston. Oh, yeah, this is the guy, guys. This is the guy. This is the tech guru. I'm coming in. I'm doing my program early today so I can get my computer and hand it to you. I'm done with this thing. For whatever it is, guys, I figured we'd do a program here and talk a little bit about. Saturday is about inspirational stuff. I'm going to do more inspirational. I just don't want to have it to be a meetup. Then I want to do some insults, and then mocking you with my voice changer like this, it goes like this, you silly bastard. So I want to do that. And after we do that, I'm going to have I have this soundboard on this thing. It doesn't work. Nothing works on here except for I can't even get my PowerPoint to work at the same point as this. And it's not fun. Anyone who laughs at me dies an early death. You understand me? Death. William, welcome. So anyway, I'm thrilled. So Saturday is supposed to be tongue-in-cheek, where we meet a lot of people. And we have people from, I think, every continent in the world. And I'm really pleased about that. It's a meetup. What I'm thinking of doing this weekend or next weekend is having all my members come in before the insults, introductions, and inspiration segment, which starts at like 1 o'clock. I'm thinking of having my members come in and tell a 5-minute segment of what their channel is. I never take anyone up on this. I just figure I look like a guy with glasses that's too old, that's balding, and looks funny like Mr. Magoo, right? I mean, that's what I figure I look like. But let's get to the program. Shall we? Let's do this. Question. I want to ask everyone out here today, the question I want to ask every single person out here is, who is your competitor? I have heard this be ruined by more people that don't understand what this means. Who is your competitor on YouTube? Let's just stick with one platform, YouTube. Who's your competitor on YouTube? I want you to think about that as we go to my first picture. And this is about, I want to say this. This is exactly as it's intended to be. What do you believe that you're hearing on YouTube? I mean, the other day, yeah, thanks for coming in here. Appreciate it. The problem with stealing quotes off the internet is you never know if they're genuine. Signed, Abraham Lincoln. Why did I put that up there? Anyone? Why did I put that up? I mean, I'm curious. You can come up with that. I'm very curious. Why did I put the problem with stealing quotes off the internet is that you never know if they're genuine. Signed, Abraham Lincoln. You know, I want to tell you something. You got to be really careful with what you're hearing on YouTube these days. Not because of maliciousness. Everyone wants to be an expert. I don't think they're an expert at YouTube. I don't think anyone knows what they're talking about on YouTube. I think there's a bunch of people, in general, creators, that have a really good grasp of why they're doing things. But this quote, the problem with stealing quotes off the internet is you never know if they're real or not, by Abraham Lincoln. Exactly. Lincoln didn't have the internet. Lincoln didn't have the internet. But what else is said in this quote, guys? What else is said in this quote? I mean, how many times have you walked into a chat? How many times have you walked into a room of history and you hear people saying stuff like this? It doesn't seem plausible. It's not even plausible. It's not true. It's just not plausible. Or that you hear someone say something and you go, no, I know that's not the case. I know for a fact that's not the case. Right? Don't we run into that all the time? Hey, Rich and Leo, hope you're doing well. Hey, home bartending with John. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Right. Things change. That's the second point on this. Things change, guys. You know, Zombie doesn't say a lot of words. When he says something, it has impact and meaning. Zombie I've known for a long time. He'll say one word to your thousand. And that one word is really important to hear. So what is the other thing here, guys? You know, Donna, yes, let's go to Deej. This is one of the fallacies, right? It's on the internet. Okay, I want to clarify something that someone said the other day. Deej said, people think it's on the internet must be true. Now, if it's on Google, it could have been uttered. It has to have been uttered by mouth, period. Because it was typed. It had to have been a thought in a human being's head to be typed. So it had to be said. If it's on the internet, there's a lot of hope in it. And we all know now, I think, right? I mean, we all know that what's on the internet has to be taken, so we overkill, right? We go to the internet, we look up 5,000 things to try to figure out the answer. And how many of us get by the end of the 5,000 things, we throw our hands up in the air and say, I don't even know what I'm talking about. So analysis by paralysis. And I'm going to tell you this. The reason I put up this quote in particular, guys, let's see what Donna said. I'm told it's too old to see. We said it all. You know what, Donna, I'm going to challenge that thought, and I'm going to say why. Elon Musk says some stuff that I think is very intelligent. I don't know what everyone else thinks. Let me know your thoughts, guys. But would you agree that Elon is saying stuff now that I don't comprehend the value of it because I don't comprehend the next dimension of thought, right? He's saying about cyborgs, about artificial intelligence. He's building homes for a modest cost for the masses. He is working on, do you know that his technology for Tesla, as well as the engine in that car, are for public domain information and technology? He doesn't have the new stuff. That's all private and confidential until they move on. Then it goes public domain. I didn't know that. So my point to you, Donna, is this. I believe a lot of the stuff we have said has been repeated, and we stole it. Now, if you go to Instagram, you're going to find every quote known to mankind there ruined by ridiculousness, right? So I think it's right. But I also think we've got some new thought coming because we're in a world that exponentially is going to ramp up exponentially, as we all know it does with technology, right? Changes like superconductors. When we get a superconductor material at room temperature, guys, I want to tell you something. Your life will change as you know that. It will change as you know. Nothing you recognize will be the same. So I think that's a great point. Hey, Dink, have a great day, man. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. So let's keep on going with this. Let's keep on going. So that was that quote. I thought it was a really interesting quote that we really have to be careful with what we believe on YouTube, guys. We really do. I am finding very quickly that YouTube is full of inaccuracies, because you have a bunch of people that want to be seen as an authority that don't have the ability to be an authority. They're looking for all the instance here. Let's look at all the clickbait. The 5 things you should not do to get your video pulled down. Really, that's what it is. I'm going to get my video pulled down. I've never had video pulled down, and my stuff sucks. Like October, it's terrible. But they don't pull my stuff, and they're not going to pull your stuff down. And my point is, don't be so fearful of what you're hearing, especially, Zombie said about the algorithms changing, right? We can't know what's out there. Hey, blistering barnacles, my man, this guy's everywhere. You're everywhere. But for the main point is, when you're listening to someone, you could ask for proof. That would be number one, but you have to go back to the basics. Oh, don't use sub and chat was a major conversation that I was listening, and the guy said it perfectly. He goes, how come I can put please subscribe and like my channel? Right? How come? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because it doesn't make any sense. All this nonsense about what you can say, how you got to do it. We don't know. They're changing the algorithm all the time, guys. Don't fall into the trap of paralysis on what you're supposed to do. Do it. Juice, the guy I interviewed, 8,033 followers based on being a bulldozer. Nothing at all fancy. No SEO tags, hash. I'm sure he does, but nothing fancy. A bulldozer. 8,000 followers on that. You know what that means? If your content is good, it will find the path through. If it's not, you have to tweak the search engine, right? That means you got to try to find your niche a little bit better too, guys. You got to try something different. That's what this show is about. Thank you for being here, Blistering. I appreciate it. Zombie, thanks for sharing links. I appreciate it, buddy. Garden State Gardener, welcome. We're going to go to the next slide here, guys. This is one of my favorite posts of all time. This is from a guy who gets kicked off of every platform he's on, Matthew Tracy. He says stuff that's so inappropriate that I love it. Now, the reason I love this post, what do you think I like this post for? Anyone? I'm going to give you a few minutes. Carla's Unboxing, Halls, and more. Welcome. I'm going to try to get to everyone here. I don't think I'm missing anyone. We got a small group here. It's the first day. I got 15 people here, something like that. It's better than I thought. I thought I'd get myself talking to myself. Can someone blow that dating site out? There's a few things here. There we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Tivana on the trail. Welcome. Tivana is an author, an extreme runner, guys. He's starting up a feed. If you go to him, someone would drop his link. That'd be fantastic. Ladies, welcome. Thank you for being here. We got a great group today. But why do I like this picture so much? Anyone want to throw this up there? I kind of hinted to it in the past. Hey, Adventures in Michigan, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you very much for being here. Why do I like this picture so much? I'm going to throw another thing at you. Why do I like the word use versus collaborate? versus utilize. Work together versus collaborate. Why do I like those words better than? How about utilize versus use? Any ideas? One has too much effort into it. It has too much effort into it. If it's a slogan or something, that makes sense. Collaborate, absolutely. But let's be honest with you. A picture of a diagram of a fish, and I put a fish on it. I love this diagram. It says, call it what it is. It's a fish. You can talk about what it is for 16 months. It's a fish. I love this picture. I love this picture. I have put this up in my post, and I've gotten more comments about this particular shot than anything because it is so damn simple. And, you know, for whatever it is. Hi, Patty. Patty, welcome. I hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling better. Hey, Frugal Mama. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, no, I hope you're feeling better, Patty. I really do. So, the fish diagram, right? The fish diagram. I have been in rooms. I remember listening to a senior vice president talk for an hour and a half. The guy leans over to me and goes, "What the hell is he talking about?" And I looked at him. The guy that asked me the question, I said, "I don't know what he's talking about." And he looks at me and he goes, "Is he on drugs?" You know what the speech was about, guys? It was about working together. This diagram, whoops, let me back up. This diagram is the only thing you need to look at ever, whenever you're trying to explain anything. At the end of one sentence, can they tell what you're talking about? If you're talking about a fish at the end of one sentence, well, you're looking at it. 2 sentences, 3 sentences, an hour and a half. Do you know what you're talking about? This guy was so gone with his speech, he didn't know what he was talking about. It morphed into I don't know what it was. My point is, begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind, guys. If you're going to talk about something, don't blow it up by bloviating, being a corporate babble, speak nonsense dope. Say simple things. Keep it simple. Keep it humble. You can talk about this fish till the end of the day, and the only way that this fish is interesting is if a person is really interested in a fish. But I'll bet you 99 out of 100 people in that room don't give a damn about the fish. So how are you going to get them to be interested in that fish? You're going to tell a story. You know, storytelling, guys. Storytelling is how you can convince anyone that they need to stay for the next sentence. Storytelling. It's by making something seemingly impossible happen. That's why the diagram of the fish is so important. It takes, yes, it is so simple. Remember, begin with the end in mind. I mean, you're going to hear me say this 100 times because I have listened to people go into nonsense in rooms. Nonsense. Complicated nonsense. And you know what was accomplished at the end of their meeting? Nothing. Because it was nonsense. It was too busy. It was too hard. It has to be simple, guys. Nature tells you you need to keep things simple. That includes business. Unless you're, talking about taking down the electromagnetic network of a country, then it's pretty complicated. You got to have a few steps. Thank you for sharing Chaz's link, by the way. Article. Appreciate it. Doreen's Food Prep. Welcome. So, guys, the whole thing on this quote, it's keep it simple and begin with the end in mind. You got to always be telling a story to keep the people that don't want to be there to listen to it, right? You got to tell the story. And someone told me I was a storyteller, and it's exactly right. I sold people with such high educations that it was staggering. And the only reason I could entertain them is because they had something to listen to that they didn't know. And that was where my story was going. And they knew at the end of it that I knew what I was talking about. Did I ever blow it? Hell yeah, I got legs and arms in orbit somewhere. I mean, I'm sure I looked up on the app, I got torsos flying around the universe right now. But, you know, that's the way it is. It's all right, Bruce, man. Hey, guys, moderators, thank you very much. I want to thank everyone. Blistering Barnacles, Art Adventure, thank you for being here. Bruce, I want to thank you for being here. Zombie Prepper, I want to thank you for sharing links. Barnacles, all y'all for sharing links. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. You're in here helping out, guys. Keeping this chat safe. Isaiah, how you doing? Welcome, Isaiah. A great loyal follower, guys, and a person that you definitely want to follow because they come to your feed. They don't come every post I go to or I send out. That's not the important point. They have a life. I'll take a person with a life any day. But they're a great person. Thanks for being here. All that fluff and stuff. Just did a video. They were talking about they want to grow followers full time, but they do fishing, cooking. They look for Sasquatch, and I forgot the name of the damn thing. It bothers me to death. But they were looking for what they call Sasquatch in Australia, right? And they were driving in the middle of the night. I'm like, you guys are lunatics doing that stuff. You never know what you're going to find in all that fluff and stuff, guys. If you're not checking out that, oh, YouTube. Patty Fish, prayers, everything. I hope you're doing great. So we're going to go to our next post. This describes, I'm a person who wants to do a lot of things trapped in a body that doesn't. And that's okay. I knew you probably did, Isaiah. I knew you probably did. Yasmin's hiking mission. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm a person who wants to do a lot of things trapped in a body that doesn't. Now, I think this is... Deej, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. This program is meant to pop in and out. It's awesome. We got 20 people in here. I can't believe it. Sorry, I missed someone here. Maria Tobin, Haunted Hellcat. Thank you. AAP Life for life. There you go. That's a full name, but I want to thank you for being there. That's awesome. And I really appreciate it. Yasmin's hiking mission. I think I was looking at one of her missions the other day. It was really cool. It was really cool. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Guys, if you can just peek in for 2 minutes, if you give a thumbs up. I don't care if you give a thumbs down, guys. I still get paid the same. If you have the community tab, if you'd share it out, that'd be fantastic. Share it out, that'd be fantastic. So, what is this important for, guys? Why did I put this picture up? Any ideas? Irene Zad, welcome. You know, I'm just gonna keep it simple. The reason I put this picture up is because we're all professional procrastinators to a certain degree. If you say you're not a procrastinator, I'm sorry, there's things you do procrastinate at. We all do. We procrastinate at stuff we don't like. Do you know, as a matter of fact, that in Europe, there are entire societies developed solely to slow down time. And you know what they've come up with is the universal means to slow down time? Let's see if you can come up with that. 111. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. 111, thanks for being here. Thanks for staying, Maria. Appreciate you staying. Carla, appreciate you staying. Angela Critters, thank you for being here. Awesome. Angela's a good old, I want to tell you, she can cook. She can cook. Don't mess with her. Don't mess with Angela. Angela's a good person. Irene Zab does a lot of lives. She's down in Africa, Nairobi. She talks about the growth that Nairobi is going through. And I'm a big fan of hers and a supporter of hers. Her channel through, donations and stuff. Nicole, thank you for being here. If you don't, everyone knows Nicole. Nicole. Thank you so much for being here. You're awesome. You're awesome, awesome, awesome. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. Thank you, Barnacles. Appreciate you helping. So why did I put this up? Because I want to give everyone permission to procrastinate. You know, in your life, YouTube, if you're not disabled, if you're disabled, YouTube makes sense. If you have medical issues, it makes sense. Physically, if you can't get up and do stuff that you want to do, it makes sense. But if you can engage life fully and you're pain-free and your health is good, you should be out engaging your family, you should be out engaging life in creating the moments that allow you to create content. It'll build your confidence, your competence, and your knowledge on a whole spectrum of things. And, by the way, I think it's important to procrastinate for life's events. You know, I was going to eat peppers last week, and I couldn't because of Bruce. But I told him, I said, I'm just too damn busy. Got too much going on. Got a wedding coming up, a whole bunch of stuff coming on, guys. And I looked at my grandson in the other room. YouTube can go to hell if my grandson's looking at me. And I think, you know, when you get those opportunities, it's like, take them, right? But, you know, it's wonderful. But the reason I put this picture up is because it's okay. It's okay to procrastinate. Because things change. Things change. Take the permission, use it, and better yourself, guys. Don't stick with one thing. Don't stick with one thing. Yes, you got to remain focused. Yes, you got to begin with the end in mind. Create your plan and go at it. But if you need to procrastinate because it makes sense, procrastinate. Regin, thank you for coming. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. Got some great people in here, guys. Thank you for coming here. Doreen's still in here. Thanks, Doreen. Appreciate you being in here. I think I got everyone. Got about 20 people in here. I'm really pleased with that, guys. This is my first day. We're going to do this on Monday, Friday. I might do it to Wednesday, too. The reason I started a little bit early today, guys, in case you didn't hear, was because I'm getting a new computer. And I finally came today. I just can't get this thing to work right. And I have such high-end stuff I want to do. And I got to build a thing out here. So I've just decided I need to do it. You guys are fantastic for helping. Thank you so much for all the help each one of you are doing. Barnacles, you're doing awesome. Lloydis, thank you so much. Awesome. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Tasha, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you all. Zombie, thank you so much. So, the next one. When you see someone wearing camouflage, be sure to walk into them so they know it's working, right? Guys, I'm going to go back to something here. Who is your competitor? I want to hear some answers out there. Who's your competitor? I'm going to wait here until I see some answers popping up, guys. Who is your competitor? This is critical. This is a critical point everyone in this chat needs to know. You have to be aware of who this is. Who is your competitor? I'm going to wait for everyone to type in their answers. Let's type them in, guys. You know, I competed at the very highest levels of something. At the very highest level. It's important that I pass this information out to you. Doreen says, myself. Garden State Gardener. To me, there's no competitor. Strong community means strong channel for yourself. Tasha says, myself. Possum Outdoors, nobody. Zombie says YouTube. I don't compete with anyone on YouTube. And I prefer to collaborate with my competitors. Okay, Donna, I'm going to take yours first. Those are not your competitors, actually, I believe. They're people that have made you stronger. They're your community. Garden State Gardener said it. But I want to make sure my point is clear. I'm going to go back to the fish diagram. Who is your competitor? Your competitor is yourself. Period. Always has been. Let's say I compete with a company that makes $500 million a year, right? I make $200 million a year. Who's my competitor? Is it the company or is it me? It's me. How efficient and how good am I? How much tools can I align? What kind of benefits and features can I put against my competitor? It is me. It's not my competitor. It's me. If I'm not good enough, my competitor will never be touched because it is me that I'm competing against in time, intelligence, and savvy, right? Wisdom of your experience. I'm going to go back to the fish diagram. If you watch a lot of the professional athletes, guys, none of them have competitors. Michael Jordan is a competitor, but he's not his competition. Kobe Bryant said, it's me. I get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Shaq, I get up at 4 or 5 in the morning. I know if I've done enough with my talent to reach the goals that I've left for myself, period, so I could beat anyone at all and that I would be the best in the world. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It is you. It's always going to be you. It's no one else. Let me put this point here. And this is not a criticism of anyone here, guys. What I'm trying to do is align thought, right? I'm trying to align thought. Everyone here, Donna, you say you have competitors. They're your collegial experts, family. They could be competitors because the way I think you look at it is that they have channels that can take the subscriber away from you. But I think on the other contrary, I think you're so much stronger for the community, Don. I think they're absolutely your best asset because with a mass of people, you're now going to have people coming together to your mass of channels. I think it's a great idea. Ohio River history talked about the same stuff. But let's go back to the basic point. Fish. You're not competing with any of those folks on your program, Don. You're competing with yourself. Is your artwork good enough? Is your program the right one? Do you have enough time to do the different programs you need to? Shorts, longs, lives. Do you have the time to study the algorithm, search engine optimization? You're your competitor. Now, someone say, you're nuts. You're nuts. That's not true. And I'm going to say, yes, it is absolutely true. Because if it was not true, why is no one being affected negatively by me because there's such a mass of people. We don't really hold. I got 19 people in here. There's 55 million active accounts, 332 million accounts on YouTube. 55 million active content producers, I believe that's what it is. Could be wrong. But if that's the case, we're not competitive. We don't. The market's not even being challenged. We're not even challenging each other as people. I do believe. Let me go back up here. Let me get the Garden State Garden. I want to get the Garden State Garden. With a community, again, you don't have competitors. Even if he didn't have this community, guys, what they would find is Joe's a great guy. What they would find is Joe offers value. What they would find is that versus them competing with him on his time slot for a show, that they would prefer to move it, A, because they like him, or B, they don't want to compete in that time slot for all the people because he's got such a loyal following. And if you haven't been on Garden State Gardeners channel, you're missing an experience. Let me tell you, this guy's got it down. And he is light years ahead of me. He's probably 10 years ahead of what I'm going to do, and I'm never going to do it. He does. I don't want to. It's not my deal. What he does is incredible. But his community forms around him. He is the center of gravity for that community. They are not his competitors. He is the center of, he's the center of that gravity. He causes the gravity. He spins, his feed spins, and all these people come to his channel because of the value he offers. It's not other competitors. There's a million homesteading channels out there. Some don't even go to his channel. I know a lot don't go to mine. That's not the point. I think your community is those people that come to your channel because they like you and they enjoy the company, right? So if that's the case, then the community aspect here works. We're digging around words here. And if you've got a community, you do have a strong channel. And I agree with the wording in the channel. I just don't believe that anyone else is your competitor. I just don't believe it at all. Possum Outdoors says nobody. I agree with you. Guys, I was with one company. I launched it. It's now $2 billion. And we were sitting. I got hired out to another company, competitor. And I'm having dinner with the owners of the company in a very swanky French restaurant. And one of the guys started attacking me across the table because he was still with the company and I had left. And he made a comment, and the owners of the original company were there, and I chose dignified approach to approach it back. I said, well, you know, that's great for a person who can't compete. That's really a great way for a compete. I'm not going to pollute the room by nonsense. But the point is, guys, you're competing with yourself. You have knowledge, you have time, you have the ability to execute, and you have to have the funds to do it. If you're talking about YouTube, no one else is your competitor. You cannot mimic another account. You can't do it. Tell me what account you can go mimic. What are you going to do? Copy their thumbnails? You're going to copy their format of their show? Really? That's going to be how you do it? Not me. No way. Plus, I also think, too, that you're all too smart for that. I think people that are creative and are motivated to have a channel and content want to be different. I think you have that urge to be different. That's why you strive to meet people that challenge you, that make you better. Always make yourself better, guys. And that's what I think each of us do. So I would say that there's no one out there you compete against because the universe is so huge. We're not competing against each other. We're all forming a cloud around with which we meet the same people in a number of 100 chats, right? We meet the same people Our goal is to get outside of that. How are you going to get outside of that cloud to expand your reach? That's my point to you. Because you're not competing with the other accounts for members. They either like you or they don't. You cannot mimic someone you're not like. So my point to you is, a fish is a fish, man. It's how much time do you have to produce content? How much time do you have to go around and visit everyone's account that's your subscribers that produces content? And now, what about all the accounts that you have, which is going to be another whole topic, guys. They're going to tick some people off here, is when you dump people that don't come back to your channel. Me, I don't care about my channel, guys. It's not personal. It's time. It's interest level, right? There's a lot of that. But I think what you have to look at is, where do you manage your time? Why are you going to this person's account every other week or every week and they're not returning back? You need to find a better target to go to. Am I wrong? I don't think so. But again, I'm going to go back to, if you were competing, if you and 100 accounts were competing over 10,000 people, that might be competition, but you're not. It's millions. And I would agree, I think we'd all agree now, that we got millions of people from how many different niches in here? Probably a bunch of different niches, a bunch of different continents, a bunch of different groups. It's not competition with our other accounts. It is, how are we going to do stuff better? Are we going to do shorts? Are we going to do longs? Are we going to do lives? What's our content going to be? How are we going to get interest level? Right? We can go and see what we got here. NorCal Detecting, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it's if you're going to look at the big thing right now, guys, is collaboration between accounts, working together with accounts, whatever you want to call it. The reason it's so big is because you're actually engaging in another account's person, with another account's person that they will see a tie with. And those followers will actually feel part of your channel. Now, I'm going to tell you something. It's a secret. When you're presenting something to someone and they touch it, they own it. When you're in another person's live and you're interviewing in another person's channel, they touch you and your personality because they're engaged with that other host. And they own that. There's a much closer bond to you. Now, I don't go on many people's chats. I go on 4. I don't want to be that guy. But my point is that if you're going to do collaboration, I think that is where you want to be. I think that's where you want to be. My point to you is, when you're doing collaborations, are you seeing the same people in the chat? Are you seeing the same people in the comment section? And if you are, is that where you need to be? Is that where you need to be? You're welcome, Garden State Garden. Guys, I want you to see this. When I did everything others told me to do, I spun my wheels. I changed things to do, changed things, and started growing again. You got to be yourself. You got to do it your own way. You got to be happy. And guys, I told one guy behind the scenes, I said, you are one of the 2 or 3 people I see with immense talent. You need to stop listening to anyone that tells you what to do. You're in this position because of yourself. Screw them and go do your own thing, man. Because you're doing something right where people engage in you. Don't listen to anyone. Oh, you got to do that. You don't have to do anything. You know why I know that's to be true, guys? Is because look at all of us. How many of us would do everything everyone else does? No one. How many feel comfortable doing it their own way? Everyone. do it that way. It's the way people interpret. They're going to see, oh, this guy feels totally comfortable in what he's doing. That's where you need to be. Zombie, that's a great statement. That's an awesome statement. Thanks for putting hot mess on there. That's awesome. Article. Hey, Slimlet, welcome. Welcome, Slimlet. Slimlet is one of my newer subscribers. I want to thank you for being here. I just saw him on a panel on Jared TV and Jared King TV, and I want to thank you for being here. Let's go to Whitey's here. Yeah, I mean, YouTube, you can't chase YouTube. You can chase yourself. You can listen to the trends, right? But YouTube is changing their algorithm just to sport us, guys. If you think that's not true, I can tell you as a business, what I would think about YouTube right now. And I don't think very favorably of it. I think it's malicious, actually, with the way I think they're doing stuff. They pretend it's in the guise of partnership. I don't think there's partnership. If you don't know how to, I'm going to give you an example. If you don't know how to follow a person, then everything else is bullshit. I hope that I make myself clear. It's all a bunch of corporate babble speak that's centered around how to make money. I'm not going to make a lot of money, you guys. I made the first 60 days. I made $150. That's 1 hour of consulting. So, okay. My point is that you're on here, and I think it is a long-term thing that you're building, right? It's for you. Build it for yourself. Build it because you want it. You know, Barnacle, I'm going to say this. You only need a phone. By the way, I bought a lavalier microphone. I think that's a really big addition. By the way. And an ice pack and a washcloth and a few rubber bands to keep your phone when you're doing lives and videotaping. If you're out in heat, you'll find your phone overheats on stream here. You don't need a lavalier microphone that you plug in your phone. Is $12. They work great. I still use it. So you don't need anything but your phone, ever. I just want to tell you, the reason why people migrate is because I can tell you the number of pieces and parts to have a program, the higher level of equipment you get ends up being a little bit excessive. So my point is, a phone is a really high-tech device, and I think you'll do just fine with that. Hey, Zombie, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Yes, Donna, exactly. By collaboration, you expand. Absolutely right. And I think if that's the right way to look at it, guys. I think Donna's concept and mine, what she was saying and what I'm saying, are identical. I think you can. I think everyone goes to a word they're common with or they feel comfortable with. I think that's exactly what Donna meant originally. Hey, Barnacle, I don't have stickers. I'm getting rebranded. I just want to tell you that. I'm getting rebranded, and I don't have the money for it right now because I had to buy this computer, and I'm buying a microphone and a soundboard and lighting and lasers and stuff. My rebranding is 6 months off. I'm sorry, I didn't. I never said to anyone I had stickers, but as soon as I do get one, I'll ship it out. You bet. Let me see here. Hey, Ghost. How you doing, Ghost Bite? Welcome. Thanks for being here. Fat Ninja Brother. Thank you for being here. It was great. Yeah, thank you. Pet Ninja guy's a good game, good guy. Maybe we can have him on here one day just to chat. He's a good guy, real solid. And been on here a lot of different stuff. He's using a different streaming platform. Really interested. Thanks for stopping in, bro. Appreciate it. And thanks for sharing that link, Tasha. That's awesome. Whoa, Airwood. See, this is the kind of people I want in here, guys. I want craziness. So this show, I hope, was okay. We've got 22 people in here, and I want to thank you all for coming, by the way. And this show, hey, Deidre Baker, thank you for coming in. Deidre, thanks for coming in. By the way, this show is supposed to be tongue-in-cheek. It's not meant to be super serious where I'm talking with myself. What I want it to be is a bunch of sarcastic banter going back and forth, and good conversation over some basic points. Because, you know, I think a lot of times, people are a little bit off and they're serious about stuff. And the older you get, the more you just let some of that stuff go, and you kind of go into the point where you're okay with making mistakes, you're okay with taking chances. You know who you are. You know that if you make a mistake, who cares? You know that if you slip of the tongue, you can go back and apologize and say, hey, listen, man, I was off on this point. And it's not going to be a condemnation of your character. Yes, exactly, Don. I knew you did. You're a smart cookie. You're a smart cookie. And I knew that the second I heard your voice. I knew you're a tough, smart woman. And I come from a house full of some of the toughest women. My wife's the strongest woman I've ever met. And my family has some very well done females, top of the heap. And I want to tell you, they take no prisoners, and I can tell you're one of that crew. Now, I don't say that often. Sarcastic Storage Stacker, welcome. You know, this guy's got a crazy show on Saturday. I call him crazy, but I think he'd think that's a compliment, so I got to come up with something else. Let me see here. I'm going through people here. I don't want to keep us too much longer, guys. We got 19 in here, and I want to end this thing pretty soon. I got to take my computer. This is going to be the last time I'm using this computer. I bought a new state-of-the-art. It's not a gaming; it's a professional computer. I asked for a professional grade computer, so it would take the abuse. Backlit letters, super high RAM, 33 gigs of RAM, I think, and then super high-end processing. Not the highest end, but the highest end before it gets ridiculous. You know. I want to make sure we get there. It's true. You're wild open. It is exactly. What he's exactly right. And you know, I'm going to be honest with you. I go on a lot of panels now, and they all sound the same. A bunch of people talking, and their friends. That's not how you're going to grow. That's not growth stuff. And I don't think everything should be done for growth. I think you should do what you like. But my point is, how are you going to engage more people? You can switch time zones, you can switch content, you can switch education level, which is true. I hate to say it. And engage on different levels, right? You can expand your niches. You can do all those different things. But to sit in one area and think that you got it made, that you know what you're doing. You know, guys, I'm being educated behind the scenes by some very talented people with YouTube. And I'm testing all the stuff that you can't see. That's going to increase engagement and everything else. Now, I'm taking this chance during the day because I believe with all the people coming in here, I got 19 people in here, and I bet you we'll have a little bit more the second day, maybe less, maybe people won't like it. But the reason I threw this on, guys, was because I figured in the middle of the day, there's a bunch of people that are coming out of lunch, going into lunch, getting out of work, coming to work, waking up in the morning, going to sleep, all around the world. I got accounts all over the world. And they want to have some fun. They don't want to sit there and talk about the world news. I don't want to talk about the world news. I don't even know what it is, really, because it's all such a bunch of hokum these days, right? They're not talking, there's a storm. There's Storm Ian in Florida. Oh, the world's ending. Forget all the nonsense going behind the scenes that's changing all the different countries and all the riots that are going on. Right? Why talk about that? So I don't want to talk about that on here. I think it's just too much. Yeah, I can. Donna, I know you're New York born and raised. The second I heard your voice, I knew it. I knew it. It's awesome. It's awesome. I want to make sure we get down to the bottom here, guys. Make sure I haven't missed anyone. And if I could, guys, if you would share it out, please share it out. That's one of the things you can really do. We have dollar memberships here, guys. 99 cents a month. I don't even know why I tried. 99 cents a month. Last we got one or two this week so far, but 99 cents a month. And I do it that way because I felt I think $3 for a lot of channels is too much. The reason I'm asking for the money, you're going to see it's all going to go back to a giveaway. I haven't spent a dime, and I'll show the listing. But I'm not going to take any amount of the money for me. See, like a guy like Garden State Gardener, he has a show. He has overhead. He puts a lot of effort. That show there with memberships, he's earned it. Me, I talk. I don't go out on any exploration. That's where the show is headed. The show is headed for bigger things. But at this point, 99 cent membership, that's kind of where we're at. And it helps support the background because we're going to be supporting the members out here as well as the subscribers. So there you go. Big Tim, thank you for coming in. Guys, I came on early so I could leave early. I don't want to make this a 2-hour event. I want to make it a 1-hour show where we talk about lighthearted things in a lighthearted manner, where we got our regular crew coming in that can poke fun at everyone and poke fun at me and poke fun at themselves and poke fun at the nonsense that I put up on the screen, because that's what it's intended to do. It's not meant to be super heavy stuff, guys. It's meant to be fun. You come in here for a break every day, right? And I hope you enjoyed the first show. Possum, thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate your membership. Thank you so much. And that means a lot to me. It really does. The big thing that I want to mention here is we're going to do these programs until we hear anything. And if you would, leave a comment on what you think of the show, guys, below. And if it stinks, tell me. Tell me what you can change about it. Because this is the first run at the show, and I literally put it together in 10 minutes. I thought it was a great idea. I put it together in 10 minutes. A lot of the stuff that I've done in my life, I sense it and I go ahead with it. And I think here we had a lot of light banter. We had some good conversations, some good points, and I'm going to keep it this way until I feel I get enough comments to push it back the other way. But tell me if you like it. Tell me if there's other topics that you'd like to have on here, and I'll consider it. I don't know if I'll include it. I'm pretty independent, but I will take it into consideration. Guys, until probably Wednesday or Friday, until I get my computer back, I wish everyone here a blessed day, a great day. I hope that you exceed what you expected to do today. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're well. And, for me, there's so much going on in this world that if you can, and you know someone's struggling, reach out to them. reach out to them. It is amazing to see all the people on YouTube that are struggling. And for whatever it's worth, if you're going to use anything to make friends on YouTube, then you need to, in my opinion, reach out and I'm not saying take them in your house, guys. I'm saying reach out to them and make sure they're okay. And I know that a lot of this crew is doing that. We've got people all over the world. They'll reach out to your neighbor, reach out to your sibling that you haven't talked with, and maybe you can, make an impact. One day I walked. I was doing something and I walked out and there's a vet laying on a bench. I knew they were a vet from where they were. And I said, "Are you hungry?" And he goes, "Yes." I brought him a sandwich and a Coke, and he goes, "Thank you." He goes, "Why?" And I said, "You served our country. Thank you." And this guy, it was devastating. You could tell the things these guys are suffering through is immense. It is non-ending. Non-ending. Reach out, be gentle, and impact someone. Have an awesome day, guys. And I wish you a fantastic rest of the day. Until Wednesday or Friday when I get my computer back, hopefully I can operate it correctly with my elephant thumbs and my 60-year-old brain. Thank you very much for being here. God bless.